I didn't know the music right. We're here. We got a little bit dirty last night, brother. We got dirty. We got nasty. At Bristol. It was dirty. It was an event that might not happen again.
One of the events of all time.
It was. It might not happen again. We might see more dirt down the line. I think we should. Maybe not at Bristol. But nonetheless, I'd say, mildly entertained. Positive from the race. It went by quickly. It didn't drag ever, except maybe early on with some cautions that they were calling and then not calling and then calling again.
I think NASCAR was like, yeah, we got to speed this shit up, guys.
Yeah. But some of them didn't make sense. Like somebody would spin in front of the field. Oh, no caution. Logano's smoking on the backstretch. Somebody spun out in two, but then Kyle Larson spins off the track and, put her out. It didn't. Some of them did not make sense to me on the caution calls, but yeah, I can't be surprised NASCAR being inconsistent.
Who would have guessed?
Yeah, right. I had to think of who won. Christopher Bell won the race. Shout out to him. His 5th career Cup Series win. Kind of surprised it took this long for one of Christopher Bell or Kyle Larson to win this race. Looked like one of them was going to win. Then he got a little too big for his britches and cleared himself again, and then got Priest, as he should have.
I think they said
he wrecked himself. Let's be honest.
I don't think that was Priest. That was him hitting the cushion.
Yeah.
Getting loose. And I really think he oversteered it because it's easy to oversteer now with these.
And he was trying to get back at Priest.
I don't think he was. I think he just hit the cushion, and when he actually hit him, I think his shit broke. And they didn't have a choice but to hit him again.
Yeah, I think something broke just because of the.
Yeah, I think we're giving Priest too much credit here. That wasn't Priest. That was just Larson hitting the fucking cushion.
Well, I think Priest did what Larson did to him first. Like Priest kind of squeezed him up like Larson did.
Yeah.
And then Larson came down the track. Whether or not his toe link in the front was broken or not, we don't know yet. Was it broken when he hit Priest going into 3? We're not sure. Let's go around here. We'll go Sal, Wessel, and Tegan. What are our thoughts on the race? Let's start with you, Sal.
I thought it was the best out of the 3 years, which it's a pretty good sign showing that they were able to prep the track better and better each time.
There were some holes, though.
There were. I'm surprised they didn't take the time to fix that. Yeah. I was telling my dad, I want to say the one in turn 2 started appearing pretty early.
I saw Austin Dillon hit it once and he bounced.
Yeah, I told my dad, I'm like, that thing's gonna be dangerous if it gets worse, which it did, and I think that's what Briscoe said. He hit one of the turtles, then bounced into that, and that's what caused him to spin Blaney. But I like it. Yeah, I like the idea. I don't think we should be turning one of our current NASCAR tracks into dirt.
I can reason with that, but to play devil's advocate, I think that if we're taking Bristol Spring off of dirt, we're not going to have enough. We're going to have one Bristol race.
We're going to lose a Bristol,
which I don't think is the worst thing. The spring race has never gotten great attendance,
but if they're smart, though, they turn it into a night race next year, both of them.
But I feel like that takes the prestige out.
Yeah, that takes it away from the second one.
Do we really care about prestige at Bristol anymore? It's not that damn hard of a track. Since they turned it into progressive banking, it's not that damn hard to drive.
Or who knows? Depending on how this new short track package plays out in the later.
Well, they're not doing it there.
They're not doing it because of the banking. Yeah,
because that makes so much sense. It's working, so let's not use it there. Wessel, what are your thoughts?
Like I said early on in the show, it was one of the races of all time. I'm going to disagree with Sal. I think last year's race was a little bit better. I did enjoy last year's race. This year it was just
I think the finish last year helped it.
I think
Definitely.
it's
which we could have had again
if
it wasn't for Ross Chastain.
Yeah.
No, I think that motherfucker does shit on spite.
Yeah.
That motherfucker was on the inside line. Could have stopped down there and let him finish. And he's like,
let me stop.
I'm not winning this race. I'm just going to ride it up here in the fucking high line and park this bitch so I can end it on the yellow and fuck everybody.
Did anyone else see him go as soon as they threw the caution?
He does it every time.
Yeah.
Every fucking time.
All the time. Every time his car gets spun around, he will stop until the caution is thrown.
I know somebody else did that Saturday night or last night as well. I just can't remember who it was.
There was a lot of people doing it. It was a lot. It was almost every time.
Brad did it last night.
Well, Brad spun like 4 fucking times.
Which one?
One
of the times he actually spun it and got going and he killed it. So
Michael McDowell should get about 50 points from that race just for doing 360s and not hitting anybody. Yeah, he should get some style points for that race.
I think that we should. Well, they went, the first one they see, and then they go, "Oh, Michael McDowell did it again," and they never show it. So that was nice. On a half-mile track, can't see it. It's like last year when somebody was flipped at Knoxville.
And we saw nothing of it.
Fox totally missed it. Yeah, somebody flipped over.
I think we're dealing with rookies in the production truck now. I don't think it's the old guys anymore.
Last year, what the fuck?
It was
I didn't watch it.
The truck race.
The truck.
Oh.
Yeah.
I think I remember hearing about that.
She flipped.
That's what I was gonna say. Yeah.
They didn't.
I thought it was a reason.
They didn't get it. Tegan, what were your thoughts on the race? Harvick came to a late top 10 there. He loves doing that.
I think. Okay.
The closer used to be the closer for wins, but now he's just the closer for top 10s.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, this ain't his forte, but I'm going to lead into that. So I think this is the best dirt Bristol out of all 3 years. And I've noticed at the end of these races, when the dirt wears out and you start seeing it get black, it starts racing like Bristol, like concrete. That's why you see people like Ricky Stenhouse and Harvick just wrap the bottom, and they're actually passing people that's good on dirt because they're running the bottom line. So what's the point?
I think that's the same exact thing with Blaney. I think that's why Blaney was able to do so good because he's so good at Bristol, but that man just has the world's worst luck in the sport of auto racing.
He does.
So,
I mean, like I said, I don't look for them to be back next year because I don't. Marcus Smith wasn't like totally committed to it.
And they had been the previous 2 years.
And they announced it like on the Saturday or the Sunday, before the race started.
Well, like the first year, they announced it at the end of stage 1.
Yeah,
they were going to do it next year.
So I think the plan is, even though this was a good race, like from start to finish, in my opinion, I think if we don't go back to Bristol Dirt, if they do take the race away, I think it goes to North Wilkesboro. That's just my opinion.
I mentioned that.
I think they spent a lot of money on this track, and they're not just getting it ready for the All-Star race. I think, and it's owned by, Speedway.
That's
so
mine now. Yeah.
I think if Bristol does go off the spring race, it's going to that track. Somebody said Nashville Fairground. I'm like, they've not even got that approved yet to actually start working on it, and they ain't gonna have time to put the money into it and get it ready for next year. But I do believe North Wilkesboro will be the one that maybe can take that date away if we do lose the dirt.
I'll be honest. I don't know if North Wilkesboro. I don't know if Nashville Fairgrounds will ever happen. I'm gonna be honest with you. I just don't see it.
I do. I think I do too because I think
that they want to get out of the Nashville Super Speedway. They want to just
because that race. I went to that race the first year. It's not all hot. I mean, it was hot. It's hot as fuck, but it wasn't a good race in my opinion. So I don't know what the fairgrounds would do.
Last year's okay there.
Only because we had the Ross and Denny Hamlin shit started there.
That was Gateway.
I thought it started at Nashville.
No.
Started Gateway.
No, it was Gateway.
Oh, okay.
Nashville was the one where Hamlin. It was like Hamlin, Truex, Busch, and Elliott battling for the win late. Caution comes out, all the Toyotas pit, and then Chase and Kurt Busch stays out. And
that's the yellow for you. It's like we had it there at the end when Kyle Busch spun out. Motherfucker was
awful.
Not even in a full spin yet, and they had the fucking button pushed.
It was a race when Elliott and Hamlin were tag teaming fucking Ross. That was pretty funny.
Yeah, that was awesome. What a race that was. I mean, let's hope Ross Chastain acts nefariously at St. Louis again next year. just so we can have some tag team action.
You mean this
We're
year?
10 minutes into the show. Yeah, whatever. I think we all know what time it is, right? Oh, baby. Here we go, Matty. Hit me.
All right, Bristol Dirt. First dude's gonna be C-Bell. Led 100 laps. It's about time that a dirt time winner. That a dirt racer has actually. It's about time that a dirt track racer won the dirt race. And then my second dude, I'm gonna pick Ty Gibbs. Finished 10th. That's 4 straight top 10s. Definitely heating up at the right time. And then I'm going to get an honorable mention to Ryan Preece. Whether or not he got into Kyle Larson a bunch or even on purpose, it was nice to kind of see the turnaround because like I've been saying, and I know some of us have been saying, Larson, it seems like the past handful of weeks and even last year to Chase Elliott twice, is just able to wreck people and just gets away with it. But Ross Chastain wrecks people continuously and everybody hates him. So
that's true.
That's all I got. Matt? That's all I got.
That was an odd close there. It's all right though. But yeah, I was so happy. I mean, you can look at Sal and I's Twitters. We were shitting on Kyle Larson. It was nice. I mean, I was so happy to see him. Like when I saw that 5-car around and then they showed the 41, I'm like, let's go, baby. Like, this is what we want. Kyle Larson cleared himself again. Then after the race, he was like, yeah, he must have been mad at whatever I did. Like he didn't even know what he did. I mean, he knows. And then
maybe his spotter's just garbage and he don't want to say nothing.
Let's not forget that he is using a spotter that has come from Rick Ware Racing.
Okay, there is.
I don't know who the name is.
There's been some news out of the Wares today.
Yeah, we'll get into that in a minute. But
that's something that we did not have on our bucket list this year.
No, we didn't see that one coming.
No.
But and then Kyle Larson was like, I just thought we'd be adults and get the fuck over it. Like, bro, you literally put him in the wall and
that's
wanted him to get over it.
Yeah.
That's like, come on, dude. It's like, yeah, let me. And I agree. I think I saw it on Twitter. Someone was like, Kyle Larson races like he's the best driver and that nobody else is on the track. And that kind of proves true again. Anybody got Sal? You got some thoughts? I see you're ready to go.
I think that last little quote you gave there was actually Ryan Preece's radio, where he was like, he races like we should all pull over for him. But I mean, he's the greatest driver in the world. He doesn't make mistakes. Clearly, it was.
Didn't he spin on his own though?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's
best driver in the world though, right?
He's washed. Get him out of here. Yeah, I mean, it was finally time someone did something about it. And the funny thing on the whole Ryan Preece thing was, I think like Couch Racer or something like that had tweeted out, we got another talker after Preece was saying he was gonna wreck him or something. And like 2 minutes, I picked my eyes up and there's Larson around, and then they're showing Ryan Preece. So
I think he had enough. He's been
run over all season
this year.
I don't think he's been ran over a lot. He's just had a lot of bad luck and not the finishes he deserves.
And when he's running up front and Kyle Larson kind of messes that up.
Okay, let's be honest here. He didn't mess him up. He didn't fuck himself because then he took him three wide with 2 other cars, and that's what broke his toe link.
Yeah.
With the 8 car and the 3 car. So he's kind of pissed off at himself too.
I would have been mad at what Larson did though. Like he straight put Preece in the fence.
Yeah, he gave him no room. He was either gonna put him in the fence or make him check up, and Preece wasn't gonna check up.
Yeah. And Larson has done that how many times now to people? It seems like it's been a lot. I saw something on Twitter that was like 7 examples of him doing something like a similar thing to this. So, I mean, the anti-Larson propaganda continues on this show, and I'm really here for it, to be honest. I love it. Now let's talk about the news that came out today. Cody Ware arrested. Our second arrest of the season.
Oh my God, I forgot about the Kyle Busch thing. I'm like, why?
Do we get over or under 5 in the season?
5? Oh boy.
We've already had more arrests this season than we've had in the last 5 years.
10.
10, yeah. Who was the last
So
one?
I got a
that got
question.
arrested,
I got a
Kurt?
question. Has
Carson.
I know Kyle Busch has been arrested, obviously in Mexico, but didn't he get pulled over for like reckless driving? And then
He
did
did, like,
Kurt
10
get
years
like
ago, yeah.
DUI or something
Yeah.
when he was still
Yeah.
driving the 97? So we got 2 sets of brothers now that's been arrested.
Yeah, Cody Ware's
You got to
brother
remember,
was
Cody
last
Ware's
year.
brother has been arrested for something here the year before last. And I saw that dude's picture today on Twitter because they took their mugshot and put them side by side. That dude looks like a fucking Nazi.
Whoa!
Because he has a
He
tattoo
does.
here and he has it down here, but it looks like the tattoos you get in prison or that that you get when you're a white supremacist. But he's like 19 and the kid's got braces, so I mean, maybe he got him in prison. The short little stint he had in the little jail cell, maybe he got tattoos like baby or
So he was
cry
booked-
baby.
He was booked into jail this morning on charges of assault by strangulation, inflicting serious injury, and assault on a female. Rick Ware Racing described it as a personal matter. I would have a different definition for personal matter, like
Can I?
my grandma's sick or something. Like, I have family coming in, not assaulting a woman.
This news was broke to me by Sal a couple hours ago, and he said, "Did you know Cody Ware got arrested?" And my response was, "Well, was he doing under the minimum speed limit on the interstate?" Because that's the only thing I would think of.
Oh man, doing much worse.
Yeah.
Cody
Was
Ware
not
on Demon
expecting.
Time. No, and the
Not
mugshot's
expecting
not flattering.
I didn't know.
I
I didn't know that dude was going bald.
Yeah, I got you. Let's get this bad boy up here.
Let's go.
We're cooking Cody Ware today.
We need to find Kyle Busch's mugshot, by the way.
Oh my!
He probably didn't
goodness.
have one
Jesus.
Cody,
in Mexico.
not looking good here. Not
Is
looking
that
good.
that's from TMZ?
It
That
does.
looks like a
I was about to
TMZ
say that's a TMZ.
That's a
pic there.
TMZ picture. Yeah.
Yeah,
You know
I
it's getting slow when TMZ's got to report on NASCAR.
Could
You know,
Cody
TMZ
Ware.
only reports on NASCAR when there's an arrest, a racial
TMZ
slur
reported-
is thrown out,
Or a death.
Yeah,
or yeah.
TMZ reporting on Cody Ware was not my expectation on the bingo card for 2023. So I assume we won't see him anytime soon.
Suspended.
I forgot, what did his brother do? Wasn't it
I think
something
it was
along the same lines?
similar.
Just his
It
one
was-
felony.
Yeah.
I know he done the program and he got reinstated last year, so or the year
Did he get
before.
reinstated?
Yeah, he's been reinstated for a while now.
Carson Ware was arrested after he became violent and after being very intoxicated and belligerent at a crew chief's house.
I remember reading that.
Let's read this. I'll get the article up here for all of us to look at, and I'll read through it here. Oh, okay.
Oh, I just had KFC yesterday.
Did you try the Mountain Dew Sweet Lightning?
So interestingly enough, you cannot order Sweet Lightning on DoorDash. So no, I
L.
have not. Yeah,
L.
big L.
Yeah,
Very
he
So I
did
got a
back
story.
since July last year. Assault and property damage.
Okay, so they were dispatched around 2:30 a.m. to the residence of Kenneth Evans, the crew chief for Rick Ware Racing's Xfinity team.
Mike, can you check
can't do
yourself?
I can't do it. Carson Ware had been living with while he recovered for some recent rehab. Why doesn't he live with his dad or something? He's living with his crew chief? What a shitty dad Rick Ware is. he showed up back at the residence very intoxicated and belligerent and became violent after being advised to go to bed several times. Carson, go to bed. Go to fucking bed, please. And then he decided, I'm going to shove your wife. And he slapped her in the face. And then the couple locked themselves in their bedroom. They found clothes and broken glass leading down the hallway to the bathroom. That just sounds like a good time. Along with damaged paintings, wall art, and televisions. Man, Carson Ware went crazy. So, yeah.
Jesus, I guess it's one way for Rick Ware Racing to stay in the news, stay relevant.
Rick Ware is a dog shit father. Let's talk about that. I mean,
sending his kid to the crew chief's house.
Can we talk about does Rick Ware abuse women?
I don't know. He's been in the sport. I mean, he used to drive back in the damn 70s or something, or 80s.
I'm just saying, like, if they must have seen it somewhere. They're both gonna do like.
Oh man,
these are two violent little Wares. Okay, Cody, Carson. They are ungovernable. Okay,
they're definitely something.
You know, Cody Ware makes me think of the forgotten Chase Elliott Cody Ware beef at Bristol Dirt last year. That was a fun one. Forgotten beef. But yeah, of course, the CFRL podcast is brought to you by KFC. Spencer wants nuggets.
I wish.
Dude, if we got free KFC.
Free food, exactly.
I would absolutely plug KFC on this program. Let's talk about a little more into the future of Bristol Dirt. Let's go around. Do we think this happens again? I say no.
No.
Nah.
No.
No chance.
Not at Bristol.
Okay. Do we have a dirt race in the Cup Series next year? I say yes.
No.
Yes.
Ooh.
No.
I think they take
yes.
a year.
No.
I say
Yeah, I
yes.
agree with Tegan. I think they take a year.
Because listen to this. So Harvick gave them so much shit last year that for this race this year, I read that they hired a dirt chemist to figure out the right combination and shit to get this track ready and shit.
A chemist?
So it said dirt chemist. I guess he's a dirt specialist, maybe dirt track specialist, but they called him a dirt chemist to come up, I guess, with the right mixture and shit, pack the dirt. So
Imagine
another
what
thing
this dude made.
Imagine being a dirt chemist.
he got paid good
That's
money.
awesome.
So this is what I think also hurts the dirt, even though it put on a decent race this year. I read that they only sell like 40% of their tickets.
Yeah.
That's not good
And
for
that was-
Bristol. I don't care what's on the track.
That was kind of the issue they were coming with the spring race, was that they were getting poor attendance. So they decided, let's put it on dirt.
I
And
mean,
that worked.
if they keep
Was
it
it
at Bristol, they need to move it up the calendar to where we know it's
I
going to
was-
be warm,
I was
turn it
just
into a
gonna-
night race.
I was just going to say, do you think that has a lot to do with the fact that it was Easter, or you think it's just a lot of the fact that people are
That
just
doesn't
worn out
help.
with Bristol?
I don't think
I don't
that's
think
all.
Easter
I don't think
helped.
Would
Easter
you
is all
want to
of
go
it.
to a race on Easter, though? Like,
It don't
Right.
bother me. I don't hunt eggs anymore. I don't go to church I'm not one of these people that go to church once a year on Easter. If I don't go at all, I don't go on Easter either. Take me to a racetrack.
Well, I mean,
I feel like
family
that has a
over.
lot. I think that has a lot to do with that. If you are a family that hosted, if you're a family that like has a bunch of kids, that would
Yeah.
probably play into.
Let's
why
face
a
it, the
ton of people
NASCAR
go.
demographic is a very Christian. We know that.
Mhm.
they got an invocation before every race.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, let's be honest. They may be Christian, but they don't go to church every damn weekend.
No, you
You don't
They're
go
at
to
the
church
racetrack.
and go and watch the race. I mean, what's the difference between Easter Sunday and a regular Sunday if you're going to a racetrack? There's no
but they
difference.
pose
No
on
difference.
Easter. They pose
Oh.
on Easter.
Yeah, so they can put it on Facebook and be like, look at me, I believe in God. No, fuck that.
I don't think this is the rant we need on here.
It's not.
Thank you for joining us on the last episode of CFR.
Yeah, if Cody and Carson don't get us, I'm sure Graham will. Here comes Taylor Green and Bo Burt.
Oh
They're going
God.
to attack us.
those idiots. Man, those are two stupid human beings. Spencer's he's happy. I mean, we got a happy Spencer. He's just happy, aren't we all? But yeah, I don't think a race on Easter Sunday is the best idea, and I feel like we have family here every year, whether we go to church or not. I don't, but like we have family here every year, and there's a lot of times people have gatherings, and as you said, people with kids, they're gonna do like the Easter egg hunts and stuff like that. Just doesn't seem like a great time. Maybe do it the night before. Have a little Holy Saturday special. You know, that would be absolutely electric.
Well, let's be honest. Would the track would have been as good Saturday night?
Yeah.
They ran the truck race on Saturday night, right? Or was it Friday night? Saturday night.
Saturday night. Yeah.
Maybe. But
what the difference would have been Saturday and Sunday night. I mean, I'd say if they're
I don't
going to
think
do
the
this
difference
again
is not going to be there.
they got to move it. Like, as you said, they got to move it to the summer because every year we've had rain of some kind.
Not even summer. I mean, May would be a good month.
Yeah.
So that you know it's going to be warmish. Because I think you got to turn it into a night race.
4th of July dirt. That could be wild.
Better than 4th of July Chicago.
Here's our game of
I mean,
fireworks or gunshots.
Sal, let's be honest. What nothing screams America
like dirt,
like a downtown shooting. Like that's nothing.
It's funny how you say that today after Louisville. So you get wrong.
They just keep happening, and nothing gets
but,
done about it.
But they're in our thoughts and prayers. They're in our thoughts and prayers.
Yeah, thoughts and prayers are.
I'm sorry, I just got us canceled.
No, I mean
you did, and I probably did.
Yeah,
but I just went further. I said they're in our thoughts and prayers.
Yeah, they always say that, but thoughts and prayers can't pass a bill. We've gotten awfully political here in the last few minutes.
Oh man,
I'm here for it.
Bad.
I just want to say hi to Twitter. By the time this goes around, we're going to be canceled on Twitter.
Yeah. Nobody watches, so I mean, who cares?
Spencer's going to turn us in.
Spencer's going to be like, these guys are haters. But yeah, I think that. Do we think that they're going to actually go through with this Chicago street race? Because there's a lot of community backlash there.
I mean, they're already like working out traffic plans and shit.
They can't back out of it for this year unless they lose a lot of fucking money. Yeah. Chicago does if they back out now. But now maybe next year. I think it was a 3-year deal.
Yeah,
they got a new mayor and they may back out next year. So
I think it all depends on how this year goes.
This one does, yeah.
I kind of want to see them back out just to see what would happen. But I don't think it'll happen. But it'd be interesting to see how
they probably just go to Road America. Wouldn't you think?
Depends on how short notice. Maybe another like Laguna or something. Steps up and say, "Hey, come to us." We'll have it ready.
Road course?
What's that?
Do we think they add another road course?
They replaced the road course with it, so
because they replaced it with Coda. What? Right?
No, you're getting it backwards.
Oh, no. Yeah, they replaced it with Chicago. Yeah, never mind.
Then it wasn't Coda that it was Road America.
Yeah.
Which I think that'd be a good solution if that's the case. Maybe they race at Chicagoland. Who knows? That could be fun. Is the track ready? I think.
Probably not.
I keep thinking of fucking Chicagoland. Damn it. I miss Chicagoland. I do.
Bring it back.
God.
Bring it back.
I think they need to go there instead of maybe Auto Club next year. This Chicago Street Course goes away next year. They need to go to Chicagoland.
This next gen car on Chicagoland would bang.
It wasn't a bad race to begin with, and then neither was Atlanta. They just had to fucking repave it, and then they decided, hey, let's fucking reconfigure at the same damn time. It makes no fucking sense. The older, it's like NASCAR is like, hey, what can we do to fuck shit up? Oh, well, let's reconfigure Atlanta, and we'll take off Chicagoland while we're at it.
They make all the right decisions, Tegan. Haven't you realized?
Yeah.
Somebody spins in front of the field. Still green. Somebody spins in the pit road. Yellow. Put her out.
I can see that because the caution on a dirt track is not going to do any good. You're hitting that car if you're going to hit it under caution or if you're green.
Yeah, but I just wish they had some consistency because I watched that race and I had no idea what was and what
The only
wasn't.
thing I didn't like was the Kyle Busch caution. That was fucking stupid because he literally spun it into pit road, and then
And-
they had it called before he even got down there.
We were cooking up for a good finish there. It seemed like.
Oh, they wanted to be a shit show. They wanted to add more than 2 cars to the finish, and it still ended up being only fucking 2 cars. So a lot of fucking good it did them.
I think the finish would have been better with how it like. I think that there were potentially 3 cars that could have been in that finish. Beside Alex Bowman's first win, Alex Bowman confirmed track killer. Every track he wins at goes bye-bye, it seems like, or gets downsized in some way. But shout out Bowman, man. Where'd he finish? Did he do good? No, he had
No.
some trouble.
Like
He
20,
got, I
28.
think Stenhouse got him on the last.
Ooh, he
I'm
got
gonna
really
give-
part.
I'm gonna give a little bit of credit to Alex Bowman here. This is a rare occurrence.
Okay,
and
whoa.
it may never happen again.
We're gonna do this.
But let's not. Let's not.
Okay.
I would like to give him props for finishing in the top 10 every race except for like 2. And it was this one, and I think it was maybe another one that he wrecked out of.
Shout out Bowman. I mean, good for him, man. Shout out Alex Bowman.
Wasn't for them getting re-hit without a penalty, you'd still be first in points, I think, right?
Bro, they
Or
were
maybe like second.
NASCAR wanted that one.
First.
That
But
was
I think they're fine it because so they're not appealing it because when you look at the
No.
points, they're still going to make it in on points. I think now that this top
Yes.
30 shit being out of the equation, and plus Lawson's got his win. So now if Lawson didn't win at Richmond, was it Richmond?
Mhm.
Yeah.
They probably would have appealed because he'd be
Larson didn't get
real
penalized.
shit in the points right now. Oh, that's right. Fuck yeah, that's right. Okay, yeah. So they're thinking Bowman's good in points, even if you give him he's 8th without the 60. And
Is
Dipshit's got
Bowman
2
really
wins,
the only Hendrick driver you're worried about, like just not winning a race? Because like obviously, I think we could assume that Chase comes back, he'll win a race.
I wouldn't assume that. I'm gonna give him a couple weeks to see how he does.
I'd say that
Yeah.
it's a fair assumption.
I think it's a fair assumption that Chase Elliott will win a race
the
before
one
the
legit-
playoffs start.
Like you look at Daytona, you can't really count that, but he finished second at California, which that 9 team is good, and Josh Berry has had some decent runs. Of course, you don't think he will do nearly as good as Chase Elliott will with the lack of experience he has in the next gen car.
Who was the interim crew chief at Richmond?
Tom Gray, make him full time.
That guy,
That guy
That
cooks on
fucking-
strategy.
yeah.
Allen, not always great with strat.
4 tires. in
They're
the
back
ass.
this week, so
Oh, Allen's back. Maybe Chase will come
all
back
4 of
now.
them are.
Are they? Great.
Yeah.
I get your Cliff Downs. Be like, Kyle. Oh, we're
Matt,
not-
I'm surprised you didn't say anything about old Greg Ives. He was back on the
Yeah,
top
that's
on the
why
top
that-
for
that's
Bowman got
Ives-
penalized twice.
That's why Bowman finished so bad.
Greg Ives got suspended as an interim crew chief.
Hit it, Matt. Hit the impression. Let's get your recap on the Greg Ives era.
I want Blake
Front
Harris
23.
back. I was so much faster when I had Blake.
Look, you had to take a drink on that one.
You missed Blake Harris, Matt?
Yeah, I missed them. We were so fast. We had the most top 10s than anybody. Now we get Greg Ives and finished 28th.
We did twice.
Oh, man. Shout out Greg Ives, man. Bowman fans don't like him. That's okay, though. I mean, he did a solid job, I guess, for coming back. And where is Bowman in the points? So he's like
I think
11th
he's-
now.
Yeah, he's
Eight?
still in the top 16.
I think he's 8th without his 60.
He's 11th.
And now that's where he's going
And
to be. Okay.
He's 11th, and with the 60-point penalty, he would have been second.
Ty Gibbs
Okay.
is sneaking up the
Who's
playoff
first? Ross,
standings
right?
here. He
Bell.
could.
No,
Oh,
Ross, he's in second now because Bell
Bell.
took the lead.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Shout
Ross
out
had
Bell,
that
man.
finish.
5 top 5s, 6 top 10s, which the top 5s is the most, and top 10s is also the most tied with Alex Bowman. So Christopher Bell has finished top 5 in 5 out of 8 races, top 10 6 out of 8, and DNF'd 2 out of 8. So that guy is finishing in the top 10 or not finishing at all. So shout out Bell, man. He's making it work whenever he's out there. And I don't remember if you guys remember this, but I said a little while ago, Christopher Bell will be the regular season champion this year.
It's almost the same thing with Reddick. Reddick had those bad races early, and then he's got 4 top 5s right behind Christopher Bell, and then 4 top 10s in between.
Yeah, those two seem like the 2 best Toyotas by a decent margin.
Yeah.
Right now.
Yeah.
Like Denny Hamlin only has 2 top 10s. Truex has been solid. Ty Gibbs, actually, I think
he's got his 4 just in the last 4 races. So.
Yeah, but he's not getting like stage points or hasn't really finished well in the other races. So he's still outside of the playoff picture currently. Excuse me, he's 18th in points. But yeah, Austin Cindric has fallen fast. He's down to 15th. He was like 5th in points a couple of weeks ago. Justin Haley has already passed Ty Dillon again.
Well, those 25 points he got back, well, fucking help.
Yeah, no, that's a good point. They took Cody Ware off of this thing, it looks like. So.
Well, he's suspended, so.
They'd take him off the
points
standings,
should be on there, though.
Yeah, he should still be in the points, though, because that shit's in the record book.
NASCAR.com took Cody Ware and Chase Elliott out. Those traitors. I think they just kind of mixed the playoffs in there. But let me get Fox so I can find him. Yeah, Cody Ware still hanging out 31st in points. Noah Gragson, 30th in points, only 91 points so far this year.
You rode that Noah train early.
You were on
you were getting off of it, though.
And I said it. I was like,
and Jones.
He's not going to do good.
You were on the
Jones.
Jones.
Rode Jones like no one's business.
Okay. We don't need
You had them both in the
He had his little
playoffs.
cowboy hat going.
No, I didn't. I
Yes,
took
you
Gregson
did.
out. I said last year that Noah was going to make the playoffs, and then I cooled my horse and just said Eric Jones, which I still think could happen. Okay,
Get
anything
this
can happen.
goofus out of here.
Bro, shut the fuck up, Sal. You don't want this with me, dude. Tell you that right now. Michael McDowell, 17th in points. Shout out him. Todd Gilliland is ahead of Bubba Wallace, AJ Allmendinger.
Todd Gilliland has been putting them together here, along with Ty Gibbs the last couple of races.
4 top 15s in a row for Todd Gilliland. He's racing like his career depends on it, and genuinely it does. Making front row look pretty silly for their decision. Maybe he's a guy in play for the 4 car. Could come down to him or Jensen Button.
Gotta be stupid as fuck.
Come on.
It's not Jensen Button.
It could be.
Jensen
Mobile
Button's
One.
not the guy.
He's him. Jensen Button is him. I want that.
I'm starting to wonder. If you don't bring a sponsor with you for that 4 car next year, you ain't getting it.
Hey, Jensen Button got that Brit
Mobile
money.
One.
That's right. Let him cook.
Mobile.
Come on.
Give him a season to cook. I'd be excited to see that.
I would love that.
Be seeing him wreck.
Whoa, hey. That is a Formula One world champion.
I don't give 2 shits if he's out there riding everybody's cocks and is a champion. He's not going to get in the damn cup car and on an oval and just go out there and light it up. No. Sorry. He ain't doing it.
Hey, we'll give him a chance. Let him go.
Yeah,
I mean,
put him in the car for a couple races. He ain't getting no damn full-time ride next year.
There's
Not unless Gene Haas wants to go bankrupt.
there's not many better options.
You're full of shit, Mike.
Me? Okay.
Yes.
What Eric Jones?
No.
Zane
You're full of
Smith.
shit on that one, too. It's Zane Smith.
Zane motherfucking Smith.
I think he ends up in the 38 next year.
And if he's offered the 4 car and he goes at 38 car because he likes loyalty, then we'll see how long that lasts. 2 years maybe, and he's out.
Damn.
He'll say, fuck loyalty.
Jeez.
That 38 car has kind of turned into a bit of a revolving door these last few years.
Mhm.
What's been going on with it?
Well, I mean, the last 2 seasons, it's the first time it's had the same driver in it.
Yeah.
So,
And they kick him out for full
and then
time.
they wait till they get into Daytona. Like, oh, by the way, we're going to have to sit you out for 5 races or 6 or 7 races, whatever it was.
Yeah.
Because we can't have the money to put out a 3rd car for those races.
And then they came back after they saw the backlash and said, you know what, for Talladega we can.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, the race where we're definitely going to
Yeah, but
wreck
they're
this
gonna
car,
put-
junk it. We're going to throw it out there.
But they're
No,
gonna
they'll
put,
out in the back.
they're gonna put Zane in the 38 and Todd in the 36 for that one.
Just
Mhm.
stupid.
That makes sense. Time for picks. Let's get this going here.
Where are we at again?
Martinsville.
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 All right. So last week's winner was Sal getting his first W of the season with Tyler Reddick, who finished second. So the season standings, JB's got 4, Matt and Wessel with 2. Then Sal, Bradley, and I have 1. Tegan
Still not on the scorecard yet.
still has
I mean,
0.
all my drivers are up there and they get wrecked. So what the fuck am I supposed to do here?
My guy just had to slam the wall about 8 times and then wreck Ryan Blaney. So that was great.
Who was your guy?
Briscoe. I really was getting excited there, but then it didn't work. Picking first this week, Matt really didn't expect to be doing this after picking Kyle Larson, but here we are. Who you got, Matt?
Let's see. Give me uno momento, por favor. Let's see. I've already used Christopher Bell, so that stinks. And I've already used William Byron too. God damn it! And I've used Joey. I've used about every big name driver you could think of in the sport of NASCAR.
Yep. I have had 1 swing this year. 2. I've had 2 swings this year, and that is it.
Jesus, I was not prepared to go first. Let's see. Who would be good at Martinsville? I'm gonna go with no. I haven't used Kevin Harvick this year. Why not? I'm just going with Harvick. Why not?
You wasting that one, but go for it.
Wessel.
I feel like it was kind of thrown to me, maybe. It's called Martinsville for a reason. Martin Truex Jr.
Mark Martin? Oh.
Martin Truex Jr.
RDT. Next up, Bradley, who, let me look at who he's picking. Okay, he's going to pick.
It was tough for me between like 3 guys.
He's going to pick Boomin, ain't he? Oh, he already did, didn't he?
He'll be picking Joey Logano.
Jolo.
Next up is Tegan. Who you got, Tegan?
There's a couple guys here that I feel like if they do not get picked, we have all failed our jobs.
I was going to take Bowman, but I checked the results last year. He didn't do too good. I could take Willie B.
Yeah.
I feel like this is going to be a throwaway. I'm going to take Josh Berry.
Okay.
Hey, that honestly not a bad pick. I didn't.
Short track. He's a short track driver, so
but
that's who I was going to take.
He cooks at Martinsville.
I thought he was going to stay on the board.
Give me Ryan Blaney. Finished good there in both races last year. Next to pick is JB, and he is selecting Christopher Bell.
Okay,
that's a good pick.
That's what I was gonna say would be the one that
Al,
definitely get picked.
Coming in last year, who we got picking?
Give me William Byron.
Okay,
that's another one.
That's who I thought about taking.
That's another one.
I wasn't prepared with anyone else because I was going to take
I was like
Barry.
stuck between like Byron and Larson because I feel like those are kind of layup picks for this race, and I was like, I don't want to like use them because
they're
I feel
good
like
on the short run for their short track program. I've noticed at Phoenix and Richmond.
And
Toyota is kind of starting to come alive on these short tracks,
mm-hmm.
and Martin Truex Jr. is historically pretty good. Denny Hamlin is also pretty well at Martinsville, so I don't know.
But they weren't too good at Richmond.
Guys I was pulling over.
Yeah, Blaney was good there both races last year, so that's really where I'm going with that.
I think Chastain's got a really good chance this week.
Screw you, Tegan. That was my pick. JB says.
It was Sal's too, so sorry.
Hey,
I
don't know. Is Trackhouse falling off a little bit?
I was going to bring that up. I'm glad you did. I think they are. It's pretty sad when Harvick outruns you in the heat race at Bristol Dirt, which is Suarez, and then he actually outran him during the race too. So, but he ain't the only one. I've noticed it this last couple of weeks, and I'm pretty sure I said it a couple of weeks ago that I think the honeymoon period's over. I think that.
Are we talking about
Trackhouse.
Trackhouse falling apart when Ross Chastain is sitting second in points right now?
And
Yeah,
you're
Yeah, the
going.
last couple
well,
races though, he's not had it.
You are
He's
going
got
to
stage
one.
points.
You are going to one of his better racetracks. I'll jump on this
Can't wall
bandwagon.
ride.
I'll jump on this bandwagon if he does not finish well this race. Because in both races last year, he was like top
I just don't
five,
think this
wanna say.
short track program favors Trackhouse.
They've
Yeah.
struggled with it.
Yeah.
For sure. What are our expectations for Martinsville? I'd assume that this short track package will be good for it.
We're going to figure out really what the short track package is about because it was made
Yeah.
because of Martinsville because it
Yeah.
was such shit last year.
I think Seabell goes back to back.
Ooh, Maddie, you didn't pick him this week, but
Because I've already picked him. That's why I didn't
Okay.
pick him. I think it's going to be your top three. You're going to see Seabell, you're going to see Byron, and I'm going to say third. I'm going to say Kyle Larson. I want it to be Blaney. Blaney's my favorite guy, but he just has the worst luck ever.
that's what I'm saying. It's got to turn around at some point.
But to be honest, the Fords actually probably have the next best short track program on the long run compared to Hendrick. Or at least the 5 and 24. I ain't going to say all Hendrick.
I feel like a lot of spring Martinsville, you get a lot of long runs.
Mhm.
So, and it's day race again, right? Is it?
They both are this year.
That's interesting.
The fall race got moved back today.
Right. So you put lights there for nothing. Great.
I think because it was so cold, it made the track too
Yeah,
grippy.
it was probably just
Yeah.
really
Racing shit.
fucking cold. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's just too grip. It's too much grip. Nowhere.
Will the feud continue between him and Ryan Priest? No. Larson's a pussy.
Nah, I think it's over. I think we've seen everything already.
Where does it go from here? Like,
It don't go nowhere. I think Larson calls and talks to him, but Larson's not the confrontational type. He's probably, I don't know if anybody else out there that would be less confrontational than Kyle Larson. I don't think I've ever seen that motherfucker
It's
get
definitely
mad.
not Cody Ware.
Cody Ware has no problem being a little confrontational.
Clearly.
Yeah.
He'll go for
very.
your throat. You better watch it.
Oof.
That sounds hot.
Oh, brother.
Yeah, it was nice having the podcast for as long as it's stuck
Yeah,
around.
this is the last episode. This is it. Is Bristol Dirt dead? Is the title of this episode?
Change it to
Is this
CFRL.
podcast dead?
That's what I was going to say. It should be as the podcast did.
I think it might be. I went to Martinsville in October, and it is for you weren't. When did he go to that? He wasn't there last year. I don't know when he went. Maybe he's lying to us. Trying to play
Maybe he'll
cool,
come with a
huh,
year because
JB?
that's gonna be funny if he went the same year that me and Bradley did. That's gonna
Well,
be
you
weird.
guys, if you all there at the same time, had no
Me
idea.
and Bradley were 1 year, but that was before we actually became like teammates or even talking to each other that much. I was just barely in the cup that year.
Teammates.
so-
Whoa.
We're not teammates.
Heyo.
We were working
Hey,
together when he
secret
was driving.
alliance.
the
CFRL exposed.
Bradley's texting me right now. Oh yeah, the secret's out.
Oh, you told everybody.
He sent me
don't-
dick
they don't-
pics too.
They don't see us all at NASCAR with each other at all. Nobody sees that.
Wayo.
Okay, 2017, first year the lights were installed. Denny versus Chase. That's when he was there.
Oh yeah, I didn't go to that one.
Bradley was there, so you and Bradley could have made out in like a bathroom or something.
Whoa.
Maybe they did, and he's just not telling
They
us.
might have. Did you make out with Bradley? I'll put it in the chat too. To make sure to reiterate.
2017. Was that Dale's last year? That was, right?
Yeah.
2016.
Yes.
I thought was his last year.
17
Oh,
was Dale's
17.
last year.
So Bradley was too busy trying to get Dale in the bag for the last time. It's probably
At the end of that race, he was already outside waiting at the gate.
Yeah.
He was waiting. He was waiting outside the Porta Johns from after driver intros, looking for
He
Dale
found
Jr.
Brad. Wait a minute.
Uh-oh.
What do
We
we
may
got
be
cooking
onto
here?
something here.
What do we got cooking here? Did Bradley and JB make out in October of 2017 at Martinsville Speedway?
Oh, wait a minute, motherfucker, up there in the top right-hand corner. I sent you a text earlier and you didn't answer. Are you going to any race this year anymore?
Oh, like actual races? I don't know yet.
The fuck did you mean? I think I meant the virtual race.
I thought you meant CFRL because I have missed quite a bit, and I know that I'm one more race missing from like not being eligible for the playoffs. So I thought that's what you were talking
You
about.
and somebody else, but
Matt.
yeah, I thought about going to Bristol.
That's what I'm thinking about. I'm thinking about going to Bristol.
Pretty sure
if I go to
already
another race this year, it'll be Bristol.
I'm trying to talk Bradley into it. Like the cheapest ticket on there online is the Wallace Tower. You have to walk like shit ton of fucking steps. They're 80, 85
They don't have
bucks.
elevators?
I mean, do you really want
elevators?
10,000 people taking turns riding the elevators?
Yeah.
By the time you do that, you might as well walk your fat ass up and down it. So, or you can go to Food City and get them for $60 about July, but they'll sit
I have
you
tickets
wherever.
for New Hampshire if anybody wants to come there. And
I'm not
find
driving
me.
New Hampshire, bitch. Come to Bristol.
CFRL meetup at
I may
Bristol.
buy
dude.
your
That'd be
ticket.
electric.
Let's do a CFRL meetup at like the oddest place, like Portland for an Xfinity
Pocono.
race.
No cup race.
Yeah,
Hey, I wouldn't mind going to
Chicago
Pocono.
street course.
You think they'll let you go in there with a bulletproof vest and some rot gear?
With the purchase of one ticket, you get
Tegan,
one.
all you have to do
bulletproof
is just not dress up like a school child. You'll be fine.
Ooh, Wessel, too soon.
Jeez.
vest. Oh my god.
This is America. Wessel's gone. This is America. It does happen, unfortunately, frequently. I don't know where he went. I see his shoulder. Okay.
That was terrible. I'm
Spencer
sorry.
wants us to come to Portland. I feel like Spencer would be like really good at like house games, like
Uno.
like a mean game of charades with Spencer.
Ladder.
Twister.
Can't twist. I'm not playing Twister with you. No way. No way. That
Like,
does
get
not
a-
happen.
That's the
Finger
game where
slipped
the
in a bum or
mods
something.
come out.
No way am I playing Twister with people on this
Red
team.
rot on Mike's ass.
We could play Monopoly. We're a Monopoly group. We love Monopoly.
I don't know. The way you
Spencer
guys
like doing
play
Oh, yeah,
Monopoly
we
would
get
be
mad.
terrible.
Dude,
It wouldn't go the same way on the board game.
Somebody would get literally hurt if we play Monopoly.
Oh yeah.
I believe it'd be Wessel hurting somebody, to be honest.
Me. Wesley didn't talk to me for like a couple days after one Monopoly.
No, it wasn't for a couple of days. Literally, I got pissed off. I left the game and then went back to watch your live stream just to see how you're doing, and then saw you getting fucked because of the trade that you wouldn't accept from me. And you were getting fucked because you didn't accept it. And I said, "Ha, that's what you get."
I remember
you
the
were
game.
trying.
I remember the
You
game.
got
I
really
won.
angry at me.
I remember when I voted into the lobby before Wessel, and I was the top hat, and this man wouldn't pick another piece unless I changed off the top.
I am
hat.
always top hat. You know that. Always. Will always be top hat.
Maybe Brenda needs to play Monopoly with us one night.
Oh jeez, she see a side of Wessel she's never seen before.
Yes. She'd be like, oh, shit. This man's going to strangle me.
Bad boy. He's gonna pull a wear on me. Do you guys remember me saying who I met? No. I don't.
He met Mr. Penske.
Oh, yeah.
What a memory there, Matt. What a pull.
Thank you.
Matt, you're invested, and I applaud
fucking have
you.
that in my memory bank.
There are so many things that Spencer says in Discord.
There are a lot.
Spencer says a lot of stuff.
You know, I just want to say something to Spencer. You know that people don't automatically care about the drivers that they run as the number of in the league.
He does.
Well,
Which I think
JB,
he roots for 95% of the teams, though.
I don't know who he doesn't root for.
Joey,
Like anybody. Does he
Joey,
not like
maybe.
Joey? I've never heard Spencer talk
Spence,
about
do you
it.
like
Spencer, who's
Joey?
a driver that you hate?
He's gonna say Chastain.
I think he likes him.
I don't think so.
I mean, look, he did put the Hail Melon in the chat earlier. If you can find that.
And only
He put-
Chastain
He actually
fans
put
call
like
it
a
that.
he put a hail.
It's not even.
cantaloupe.
It's not even a. It's not even.
You know what the rest
yeah,
of us
it's like
call
a
that? Cheating.
pineapple or some shit.
Hail cantaloupe.
You know Spencer loves it because he's the wall popping king.
Okay. See, anybody but Ross.
I don't believe you.
He's a closet Ross Chastain fan.
Melon man.
I bet he sticks his dick in a watermelon all the fucking time.
Who, Ross or Spencer?
both of them. Probably on each.
Oh my goodness!
Let's see if we can touch them. Play sword fighting in a watermelon.
In the watermelon, like holes on each side of it.
Okay, that's actually could be a game.
Wild. I don't know about that.
CFRL house party, melon.
No, we need to do it on. We'll put a hole.
Have
in
a
each
watermelon
end,
cockfight.
a hole on each side, so it's a 4-way.
Wouldn't it like break your dick if you had to put like inside a melon?
No, that's why. So when you cut the first hole open,
I don't mean you
blender
fucking shove it in there, you dipshit. This ain't American
Well,
Pie.
what are we doing with the melon?
It's a solid. I cut it out. Damn, I just want to touch tips. I don't want you to fucking break your shit. You thinking this is some kind of apple pie shit? No, motherfucker, it's a watermelon. You got to cut it out. You got to bore it.
Well, I thought you
Your
were
dick ain't that
like
fucking hard.
in it. This got way off track, and like the weight of it never.
Set it on the table. What do you mean the weight of it? What?
Me and Weston will try it out. We're closer to each other. Oh, wait, no, you matter close to each other too. Y'all try that out and on the pod next week.
Waist level table.
Just hold it. It's more intimate.
What is this turned into?
Wait. So
instead of hell melon, we're gonna call it fuck melon.
I'm not gonna be the guy that asked that question live on this show. Not doing it.
Ask it.
Nope, not doing it.
Ask the question.
Do we not think that 4 erect penises can hold up a watermelon by themselves? I feel like they probably could.
I think so. I'm pretty confident in myself.
What's going on here?
To help hold that watermelon off the table.
I'll tell you what, brother. When the Hulkster puts his penis inside of that melon, it's gonna be held up and raised to the sky, brother. What you gonna do when the Hulkster and his penis run wild on you,
who has a big enough and strong enough dick to actually make it move while they are inside of it?
Oh,
of course. That would be universe's way of saying "fuck you."
Right,
Give it somebody that knows what to do with it.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Oh my god.
I would like to point out that we have spent about 15 minutes talking about this subject, which is a good 25% of our show.
I think Whitman started it.
Excuse me, I did not start it. Come on. I started the topic about like party games. And then somehow a watermelon and penises got involved.
What kind of party games do you play, Tegan?
Usually by myself, but I want to play with more people. I'm getting tired of winning all the fucking time.
It sounds like an orgy.
You call it what you want. I call it bonding.
Oh my goodness.
This is how CFRL establishes their friendship.
Oh my god.
This is what we call a league bonding event.
It's gonna be a wild game of pin the tail on the donkey.
There's like 16
Whoa,
of this. That's 4 watermelons.
Wrong tail.
Oh my goodness.
This is what you got to do to get into the league now. You got to send us a video of it.
Yeah, right.
You gotta be able to hold the watermelon and make it bounce.
You know, this just gives me Kyle Green flashbacks. And if you know what I'm talking about, there's the chicken video. If you've seen the chicken video, you know.
That motherfucker sent that damn thing to every fucking new member we had in the other league.
I got
and
it.
And we were like, we would mute it when we get new people because we knew it was coming.
I know Matt definitely hasn't seen it. Has Sal seen it?
I will find it.
Sal has
y'all don't know Kyle Green. I will fucking get it for y'all. It is.
Spencer,
Sal may know it.
It
looks like it probably happens in Mexico. Sal may know it. He may be kin to him.
Oh, jeez. Who isn't? By the way, let's be real with that. I feel like we should have the CFRL meetup at like the most random event ever, like not NASCAR, like.
Mike Posner.
A cornhole tournament.
Grand Prix.
A bowling tournament. No way, that ain't random.
Concert.
JB and fucking Ryan would fucking love that shit.
Incog.
Yo, yeah, I forgot he's a bowler too.
They're all big bowlers. We love bowling here. We're a bowling family.
They're all virgins.
What do you think the holes on the ball are for?
Yeah, there's 3 of them. So come on, let's do the watermelon thing.
They already have a head start on the watermelon game.
Exactly. And them holes are a little bit small unless you got some fucking hot
You know
dog
what?
wiener.
That makes sense
toes.
because there's 3 holes and 3 of them. There's one for each of them. I mean, fuck.
Yeah, and that's how they roll it. They get shoved down the alley, and the ball rolls with their dicks.
And whoever has the biggest dick obviously goes down the aisle with it because they can't get it out.
Yeah,
Your best bet would to be put it in soft and then get it hard.
right.
I think
Probably get it in that
the
way.
winner
Yeah.
the winner is obviously getting the thumb hole, right? I mean,
That's where you put it in the middle, like it's one big magic orb, like you're the charmed ones, and you're like, all right, whip them out. Let's see who's got the biggest one because they get the thumb hole.
Oh my
Bitch,
god.
I didn't say I was a virgin. Just because you play with me with other shit don't mean you got it.
This has gone so left.
Look, he's so virgin he put a B in there twice. He's got 2 V cards.
He's
He's
a
so
virgin.
extra.
virgin.
He's a virgin.
Sal's dying. Spencer doesn't like Sal, apparently.
Oh man.
Who said it? Ooh, wow.
Okay.
Jeez. Okay,
I'm crying.
JP. This has been a wild end of the podcast. Kurt Busch. We're gonna keep this here forever now, the NASCAR arrest counter. Let's see who's next. Kyle Busch, Cody Ware, making it up for this season.
Who is the next driver that gets arrested?
JJ Yaley.
Oh, for what?
Okay.
I don't know
Money
about that one.
laundering.
Someone,
Money laundering.
Someone random as hell.
And that motherfucker started, what, 3rd or 4th? And just didn't do shit.
Finished 20th.
Yeah, after he spun out and got a caution and came back.
Come on.
He had to make it easier on the field.
He did.
Sure, that's the reason
They
why.
nerfed him. They put a restrictor plate in his car.
NASCAR came to him and said,
I'm
"Look,
pretty
we
sure
can't have you
Rick
up
Ware
there."
done that.
Yeah. They didn't want to see JJ cook. I mean, he was wild in that heat race, though. He went crazy. So shout out to JJ Yaley. Spencer said he never said he hated Sal, and I nant.
You didn't have to.
I nant. He was laughing really hard. What does nant mean?
I don't know where that
Means
sentence
that
is
he
going.
doesn't like it when Sal laughs hard
I
because
nant.
he doesn't like it.
I nant you.
He don't like laughing Mexicans or Hispanico. Is that the right phrase?
Oh man.
What do you
We're dying.
prefer, Latino? Or Latina? Latina.
Latinx. I'll include everybody now. He didn't. He said he meant not nant. I nant you. I nant you all. Whoa. Hey.
Oh, he wants to beat
All right.
your ass now.
All right, buddy. All right, buddy. Timeout.
Take a number, bitch.
I just put Spencer in timeout in the chat for 5 minutes, baby. Come on now. Don't fuck with me. Don't tell me to stop.
Oh,
Ooh, that's not.
here comes Benzer Spoice.
I thought I was pervy.
I get putting Spencer in timeout will do nothing because he definitely has other accounts ready to go.
He's already used
Definitely.
one this last week.
He does so much of that flip flop with accounts. It's wild.
I don't know how
Yeah,
he remembers all of them.
He'll text me to put them in the
I don't
chat, and I'll get a text from Bradley saying, "Dispenser
You know
gets
what I
suspended
feel like
again."
would be like a fun way of tracking his accounts?
What do we got?
They all have their own separate points in the CFRL spreadsheets.
And then since he's already got a win, he better hope he don't keep that one suspended where he's not chase eligible.
Right. He'll have to win on the other
Oh
account.
man.
You'll be like, you know what, I'm going to give this one a break for about 9 months.
Yeah.
Then we all just get on there and fucking report it for shits and giggles. Till we giggle and shit.
All right. That's the show. I think
You got really bad there that last 20 minutes.
Yeah, rough ending to this program. Not about NASCAR whatsoever. Tegan destroys the water bottle. We're getting out of here. This song is just so nice.
What's wrong with the pitch? Hold on.
What do you mean?
Never mind. It just sounded like the pitch of the song was really fucked up.
Thanks for watching. See you guys next week. Goodbye.
Maybe if we ain't canceled.
We will
It
not
might
be
be.
back next week. This is the